my dad was writing a book on the commodity control of cocoa beans. So cocoa beans are, he was studying the commodities of developing nations as an economist, and cocoa beans are a fundamental, commodity. So last name Brown. So my parents thought, this is 1970. My parents thought, wouldn't it be cool? A little cocoa bean, so I was born Coco Brown. That's the origin story. We lived in Malaysia for 3.5 years. I've been to 25% of the countries in the world, and definitely a globetrotter like you, a global nomad, I like to call myself. And yeah, so parents to thank for my name.
All right. So we've said it's a cool name. What's been like the biggest positive about having a name like that? And what's been something that might be a negative about having a name like Coco Brown?
This is sort of an interesting diversity thing, actually.
Yeah.
One thing that's been really cool is you tend to be the only Coco Brown, and so people remember you. The other thing that I always thought was really cool is actually, if you Google Coco Brown, 90% or more of who would pop up are Black women.
Yes.
In fact, actually, my freshman roommate in college, when she saw my name on my laundry bag, Coco Brown, she was like, oh, my roommate's a Black woman. And then she met me and she was like, oh my God, you're not at all what I thought you were, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. That's so cool. So, I kind of like that people imagine that I'm going to be somebody else. And, my mom always, she would always say, well, Coco, you have some Black in you because your great grand aunt, whatever, and then you also, have Ashkenazi Jew. Well, it turns out that neither of these things are actually true. I did a 23andMe and I was crushed. I was like, I want to be racially diverse myself. I love that.